This is not the best light, but it's okay. It's all I have it. That's a picture I took. See how this thing, the people, it was sunset. Wind was blowing and the sound was going all over the place. So that's pretty cool. So what am I holding here? This here's the other film camera that I have. It's a Canon, the new F-1, because there's a F-1 and then there's a new F-1. And the way that you make the distinction is because of this area here where you put the battery. And that's the new F-1. It's back here. So this is an addition. I could remove this. And it makes it smaller, but it's easier to hold if I'm going to shoot vertical. I could just point this way. So this is the new lens that I got. It's relative term, new. It's not new. It's an old lens. But I got it through eBay today. Pretty excited. It's a 135. It's never heard about this brand, so I had to research it. Soligor. If I'm mispronouncing it, then somebody correct me. But it's S-O-L-I-G-O-R. Soligor. Okay. So it's 135. It's 2.8 all the way to 22. So that's kind of nice latitude there, going back and forth. So this camera here, though, it goes from, I chose it, I really did like it because it was 200. The shutter speed. So I could go from bulb all the way to 2000, sorry, to 2000. So I thought that was pretty cool. I have lipstick all over. That's okay. Right now, I think I have Joker mouth, but that's okay. Talking about the camera. So right now I have 200 ISO film here. I think it's, I forgot to put the little tag. Normally you're supposed to put a little tag here so you could remind yourself of what kind of film is in there. Really important. I didn't do it, but it's really important to do. I think the one I put in there was Fomopen. Fomopen. Again, mispronouncing it, but I think that's the way it's called. Fomopen. And so I'm in the last shot. I just got 24. Last time I got 36. I figured out I don't really like 36. It takes that much longer to take pictures. So 24 is a good amount. It's a 35 millimeter. So this is a 135. I never mentioned there's a 135. So I don't know if you could see that. Look how nice and clear this is. And I wish I could show you. I don't know if you could see it. I wish I could show you how clear. Maybe not. There you go. See that there? So you have to line that up. And once you line that up, that's how you know it's focused. It's like a little prism. So it has two, once it's all lined up, you know it's focused. If it's one's on top of the other, then it's out of focus. So that's how this one works. And I'm using right now, I've taken pictures with flash. So I'll have those developed, and I hope that they came out, because if they do, then I have some good ideas what to do with this one. So it was on camera flash that I use. I didn't use off yet. I'm going to practice. In fact, I might do the last one with off camera flash and test it and see if that works. Because if it does, then Shazam, you know? Yes, it's Shazam. We're going to do that. This here, so here is your exposure compensation. So let's say you want to make it a little brighter. You don't want to change the ISO or anything else. You just change your exposure compensation. Move it up, it makes it brighter. Move it down, it makes it darker by 4 stops. So 4 stops, negative 4 stops, and positive 4. So that's good. It is a little loud. You don't want to take pictures at the wedding with this, because, you know, when they say I do and you click that, thing's going to clang and everyone's going to look at you instead of the bride and groom, you know, kissing. And, you know, they'll blame you for missing that moment. So don't use it there. It has a light meter on the inside. Now, I don't know if you could see it. It's lit up right now. I'm going to put this right up here. Maybe you'll be able to see it. Let's see. I don't know. Maybe not. You might not be able to see it. I'm not pointing in the right direction, I don't think. Oh, there it is. You see that? Ah, almost at it. There it is. So that's a light meter. That's what tells you these two bars, the bottom bar and that little circle. So you line those two up. One's the shutter speed, the other one's the f-stop. So you line those two up depending on the f-stop that you want. And once that's lined up, now you know that your image is in right exposure. And click the shutter. And there you go. So I took some film before, and it also has shutter priority on this one. It didn't work. So the images came out really bad. So that was money wasted, but at least it's money wasted, but at least I know now not to use shutter priority. Just go straight up manual. It's no biggie, you know. It doesn't take that long. No, it does take longer than just, you know, the regular, but it takes a couple of seconds more. Once I know exactly what aperture I want to use, then I just have to move my shutter, and on the inside on that meter that you saw there, it'll tell you, I could see where's my shutter, so I don't have to actually kind of, you know, keep chimping. I could just look here and it'll tell me that, you know, what shutter speed I'm using right now, 50 to 50. So that's pretty awesome right there. So yeah, so I don't know, maybe I pressed something. Part of me wants to try it again, the shutter priority. Part of me doesn't want to waste another film because, you know, it's not the cheapest thing. So we'll see. Maybe I'll just try one frame with shutter priority and then, you know, remove it and then just go all manual, just so that I could see if it really is just that it doesn't really work that well with shutter priority. But other than that, this regular manual, it's amazing. And you could also do multiple images. I haven't tried that, which is basically one image on top of the other. I've been dying to try that, so I might, in that, I just have one frame, so I can't try it. Oh no, I'm going to try it on that last frame. I have 24, so I'm going to try it on that one. Unless it automatically starts rolling by itself, then I can't try it. And I'll have to try on the other one. But yeah, this, I don't know, I've made this one my black and white camera. I think I just want to shoot black and white on this one all the time. I don't know, maybe I'll put color film in it. But at this particular moment, I think I just want to try straight up black and white. I don't know. It looks like it should only have black and white film in here. Look at this. Look at this beautiful lens. And it's so clear. I got this lens for, I'm not that bad. I think $20, 25, 23. It was in the 20s. I'll tell you later. But that's how much I got this for. And I did a little research because there's so many out there, but I did research on this one, and I love the way it looks. It is so sharp, really sharp. And yeah, there's me in there. Hi, me. Hi. Anyway, that's not gonna help you guys. But yeah, so this is the Canon. Oh, and then up here, this is the cool part up here. So watch this. Ready. I press these two buttons here, this one here, and there's another one exactly like it on the other side. Press them together, and voila! This comes out. So this is the prism. There's a viewfinder here, but I put it upside down because I want it to touch. Look at that! So basically it becomes, I could take pictures if I have an external flash, an external meter. I could go ahead and just use this without the viewfinder and just use it as a waste viewfinder. See? And I could just look down and no one would be the wiser of what I'm taking a picture of because I don't have it up to my face. I'm just looking down, and for all they know, I could be fixing my camera again and just like gotcha. And so I'm pretty excited to use this lens. I need coffee, but that's another whole nother story. Yeah, I know, my head's a mess, doesn't matter. It's humid outside, and it's fall, and it's humid, and it's hot, and I don't understand that right now, but my hair does not respond well to, you know, humidity. I don't know. That's fine. That's okay. I don't really care. Just hear that? It has some nice clicks to it. I don't know if you could hear the clicks. So this is a Soligor. Oh, like I told you. So this one is a 2.8 to 22, and it's 55 as far as the filter. If you want to put a filter, it would have to be 55. What I want to get is some filters for it, yellow filter and red filter, so that when you take pictures of landscapes or the sky, especially when it's, you know, all the clouds are out, not ugly clouds, okay, puffy, cute puffy white clouds. That's kind of what you want to take. Alright. So I think the red filter would darken up the sky a lot. So I am in search of filters now. I don't think I'd use it for this one, maybe for the 28. 28 I think was a 49 filter I could get for that. It's smaller, but 28 millimeter, it's wider, so it's definitely, oh, excuse me. It's so unladylike. So that's definitely, we're human, we all burp. So that's definitely, I don't think I would get it for this one though. I'm looking forward to taking some portraits with this one. So that's kind of cool. Alright, I think that's pretty, I'm not going to open the back because I have film in there. So that would be bad. But here on the grip, so here you have one in case you want the shutter button there, in case you actually want to take a vertical picture. Just take it this way when you have this one here. Take it this way. Here on this button over here, there's a button right there. Right there. You press that button and it's basically to test your lights, not your lights, sorry, your battery. So there's a little indicator here that you'll see on the battery. If it goes all the way up, it means the battery still has full charge. So that's really handy right there. This button here, that's the one that you press when you're ready to unload your film. Do not press it until you're ready. And you pop this up, pop it up. Sorry, yeah. This here, with the R, if you see it. So that R, when you're ready, when your film is ready, and it's ready to, you're ready to reverse it or wind up your film, you have to press this one. Press it down and towards you, and then you take this little button here, right here, pop this open, and then press this, and then you start winding it. And then after a while you'll know when it's loose, because you'll feel some tension in the beginning, and then after that you won't feel any tension. That's when you know it's ready to, and you're able to take it out. But don't take it out until you're done and you don't feel any more tension as you're winding it. And that's when you actually press this button here. You pop this up, and this right here. Yeah, you pop this up right there, and once you pop it up, the door opens. Once the door opens, I don't know if you could see it, the shutter count, or sorry, the count for your films goes back to S. So it resets itself. So that's kind of cool. But that's only when you open the door and you're done. I think that's it. So this is, again, this is the Canon new F-1, not the other one. And let me just pop this back in. Now it's there. And again, I'm going to try off-camera flash, and then I'll tell you guys how that worked out. I might try off-camera with the last one, or I might try a double exposure with the last one that I have, so I'll figure it out later. I'll let you guys know. Oh, the last thing. There's this little lever right here. You see this? So basically, it's like a little window. Why is that important? When you do long exposure, you don't want any light leaks, you close the window up. And now you could do your long exposure without any light leaks coming through. So, I thought that was, you know, most cameras should have this. Most digital cameras, this would be, instead they have, like the Canon, I have the Canon 5D Mark IV. You know, they give you this thing on your strap that you're supposed to put it here, and I lost that already. But why can't they just embed it in the viewfinder just like this one? That way it makes it so much easier just to, you know, bring up that lever. Come on, Canon. You did this before. Isn't that new? It's not new technology. Do it again. Do it again in your new technology. We want this. Okay. Well, it's been long enough. It's 17 minutes of a lot of, I don't know. Oh my gosh, I know. But, so here. This one, when you use the grip, this grip, it has to be, right now it's locked. You have L and then you have A. So make sure you keep it in L when it's not in use. But when you're about to use it, then you take it and you flip it over to A. Then you take this one here and you lift it up and you move it over to S for shutter. This one down here. Then you'll be able to use it. Or else if you don't do that, then you could just shoot up here, but you know, that's kind of uncomfortable. That's the whole point of having this. And then, but to turn it off again, lift up. You lift up, and let's see. Here, now I could actually press it. So now, in order to turn it back off, lift it up, turn it, make sure it hits, it lines up with that little dot right there, that little line. And if I want continuous shooting, that's why you put the grip on, because I think you could do, if you're doing sports, I wouldn't do sports with this, but if you would do sports or anything moving, you have C for continuous. I think it does 7 frames per second. So it sounds really nice too. And also up here on the shutter button on this camera, I don't know if you could see. Let me go this way. So somewhere there you see A. There's A. And then there's, it's kind of hidden on the other side. Maybe here. You'll see it. Behind that R, behind this, you move it over. And there's L. Move it to lock. Because if you don't move it to lock, again, and you press that, you've just wasted a frame. And again, your battery starts to die. But there's L and then there's S. So S doesn't stand for shutter speed or shutter. No. It's the S in this particular situation. It's for a timer. So you want a timer, then you put this here. And I think it's a 10-second timer. But you could, you know, as a tripod in case you want to take a picture of a group picture. Put it on the tripod, snap your picture, focus, snap it, run, and I think it's 10 seconds, and it'll snap all by itself. It's beautiful. Look at this. Look at my new old camera. I love you. I love you. Oh, I love you. That's a different story. Alright, so let me slide it back into L. I think that's everything. There's also a counter back here, so when you enter your film, it'll also do a counter. And then this also works, so it's kind of cool. In case you want to do high-speed sync, I believe you could do that if you connect it to the port right here. It also has it down here on this one, and that's pretty much it. Batteries for the grip, it's over here. Oh. So you just move this lever, enter the batteries, close it back up. You twist this in order to take the grip off, in case it's too heavy for you, but these I got, came with the camera for free. Well, not for free, but they also say Canon. I got 2 of these vintage straps. I thought that were cool, so that was a nice little bonus that I got with the camera. I got 2 of this, one in blue and one in beige. Alright. I know I have to go fix my lipstick. That's a whole different video there. Okay. And that's pretty much it. Alright. And if you have any questions on the camera, again, I'm just learning as I'm going right now with film, because I usually shoot digital. That's easy, but I think I needed a challenge, so my challenge is shooting with film, and I'm having a really fun time. Sometimes I just have to try something different, and I think I'm gonna go start going the way of film. I like the anticipation that you get. It's like Christmas morning when you're waiting for that film. You take it in. You're kind of like just waiting for it to come. Fingers crossed that you did a good job. So right now I'm just testing this out so that when I get to do the real thing, you know, I pretty much know that my pictures will be, like they say, on point. Yeah. Alright. Thank you guys. Hope this was informative. If not, well, at least you got to get a good look. I know it says Vivitar. I guess they didn't have the original. I don't care. That's fine. It covers it up. But it's not Vivitar. It's Soligor. So, alright. That's it. Oh, I know. Sorry. One more thing. In order for you to change your ISO on this camera, once you enter your film, which again, this pops open, and you enter the film. I'll show you that later. This little button right here, you press this button in, or this little lever right there. You press it in, and then this wheel moves, and that's how you change your ISO. But you have to press this button first before you change it, or else you won't be able to change it at all. See, I'm moving, it's not changing it. But once I press this button, then you'll be able to change it, which is great because you don't want to accidentally change your ISO, you know, while you're shooting, because then when you go develop it, you'll get all these, you know, you won't get a good development. You won't get the pictures that you actually thought you were going to get. So, kudos to you, Canon. Bring this back. We need it. Alright. See you guys. Hope this was informative. Bye.